Shelby Oaks is directed by Chris Stuckmann in his first feature-length film. It stars Camille Sullivan, and I'm doing this in the style of a Chris Stuckmann review. How about that? Now, to summarize the plot of this movie in a simple way, it's about a woman named Mia who is searching for her lost sister after she disappeared many years ago in the abandoned town Shelby Oaks. And that's all I'm going to say, because I definitely want to keep spoilers to a minimum. I definitely agree with Chris that it's best to go in with as little information and to be as blind as possible, so that's all I'm going to say. Now, a brief history. I've been watching Chris Stuckmann on YouTube for quite some time, since 2010, actually. The first review that I ever saw from him was his review of M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender, the one where he took a poster of the movie, burned it with lighter fluid, and danced around it saying, "I'm a member of the Fire Nation." So I guess you could say that I grew up with Chris Stuckmann. Okay, I know that joke's been done to death a lot, but I mean, come on. Can you blame me? Anyway, I'm a fan of the guy. When he reviews movies, you can see that he's very respectful. He has a lot of passion and love for filmmaking, and while I might not sometimes agree with some of his opinions and takes on movies, but that's pretty much relevant with anybody who has different opinions on movies, that's not what's important. What is that the guy seems like a genuine, nice, and down-to-earth guy. In fact, I remember back in 2012 when he said he was attending the Toronto Film Festival, he actually said that if anyone found him there, like his subscribers or watchers, he'd be more than happy to chat with them. So imagine how excited I was to hear that he was making a feature-length movie being released in theaters. So I saw this movie the first chance I got, and I think it's safe to say that this is a really solid, good start for him. I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. Did I think it was a masterpiece? No, but you can't really expect a first film from someone to be a masterpiece. Now, as to my opinions on this movie, it's pretty similar to what critics and audiences are thinking about it. And so let's get to the things that I liked. I thought that the first half was absolutely great. It was incredible. I loved the way that it was shot, edited, filmed. It had a unique style, and this movie also has some really creepy atmosphere. It was spooky almost all the way through. Another huge highlight is Sullivan's performance as Mia. She was absolutely great. She was phenomenal. She was completely dedicated to her role. She just absolutely nailed it. As for the cons, I do agree with most people that the second half of the movie isn't as good as the first. Some of the pacing was a bit slow, and it didn't exactly live up to the first half with its style and filmmaking, but the second half isn't terrible. The only thing that's really bad about it is just that it pales in comparison to the greatness of that first half. Overall, I'm going to give Shelby Oaks a B. I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. It's not perfect, but I still recommend that you guys see it so that you can support this man. He is so incredible. He has a lot of potential, and he definitely has a bright future ahead of him when it comes to filmmaking, and I look forward to see what he comes up with in the future. So thank you for watching, guys, and Chris, if you're watching this, I think it's safe to say that you got this fan of yours Stuckmanized.